Humm, baby.
Enjoy this great game.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Humm Baby Baseball channel. This is Eric, and today, Marcell Ozuna. Giants have been linked to the slugger. Oh my goodness. Oh my freaking goodness. Can you imagine Marcell Ozuna in San Francisco? That would be incredible. But there's a key stipulation. What could it be? What could the stipulation be? On Wednesday, the Giants were linked to one of 2020's brightest stars, who happens to be a free agent, right-handed slugger Marcell Ozuna. Now, he is right-handed, so he may hesitate because Oracle Park tends to be a little more friendly to lefties with that sort of short porch out there and right with a higher fence, but shorter porch. And yeah, so I don't know if that's going to matter, but just something to keep in mind. Obviously, the park was kind of built for Bonds. So there's a big caveat. Giants are apparently only linked to Osuna if the DH stays in the NL. Now, up until this moment, I have been completely against the DH. I want the hitters to I want the pitchers to hit. I like the way it's always been in the NL. I'm used to it, and I'm fine with it. I don't like the DH. Screw the DH, right? Wait a minute. Giants are only linked to Osuna if the DH stays. Let's get that DH in the NL, baby. Let's do it. This serves as your reminder that the 21 season starts in less than 4 months, and yet we don't know the rules yet. That's insane. No, real talk, I still am not a huge fan of the DH, but I kind of accepted that it's coming. So if, whether it comes in 2021 or 2022, if it means getting Osuna, well, I guess I won't mind if it comes a little sooner. I would like to have at least one more season without the DH, just as a kind of goodbye to what we're used to before we go full DH. But if it means getting Osuna, I'm okay with it coming a little sooner because it's coming anyway. Now, if it meant we're not going to have the DH at all, we're going to stop this discussion, that would be fine, but that's not happening. DH is coming. Sooner or later, there's no stopping it. The DH will be in the National League, in my opinion. Here is the report. Sources, San Francisco Giants have interest in free agent Marcell Ozuna, but their comfort level on evaluation and term is somewhat contingent on whether the NL has a DH in 21. And Osuna was the Braves' DH the majority of games this year. It's a funny stipulation, but a sensible one. Osuna was one of baseball's best hitters last season, and his defense has been atrocious, though. So, yeah, it does definitely make sense that the Giants, who already have some solid options in the outfield, I mean, well, not great, but we have Yastrzemski, obviously, Slater, Duggar. If Duggar ever, turns out to be a decent hitter at the big league level, he is great in the outfield. And of course, Dickerson. Dickerson's not too great, but we have just a ton of options as far as outfielders go. So to add someone like Osuna, probably would like to have that DH available. Definitely understandable. But also keep in mind that he had this great season, but it was in a contract year, and he wasn't as good with the Cardinals. Unless you go all the way back to when he was with the Marlins. And the Marlins, he was awesome. He had this great season. But it looks like most of his seasons, he's decent. And it was also a shortened year. We don't know how he would have done over the course of 162 games. All that said, I would absolutely love to have him. That would be huge. Marcell Ozuna in this lineup that was already offensively pretty damn good in 2020. Surprised everybody from an offensive standpoint. To add Marcell Ozuna to the San Francisco Giants, I mean, I'm all for it. Obviously, I don't know what the contract would look like. I would not be for it if it meant some kind of stupid 8, 9, 10-year deal. That would be idiotic. But other than that, for something, relatively short term and not too outrageous, I would be all in for Marcell Ozuna. But I do feel we need some better pitching too. So, if it's like between Bauer or Osuna, that's a different conversation. But just in general, of course, I would love to have Osuna in a Giants uniform. That would be freaking awesome. I saw him go deep at Globe Life Field. It came right here near me. I thought I might have a play on the ball, but ended up going off the upper deck, and I didn't quite get a chance to make the catch on that one, but it was a bomb, and Osuna is awesome. So, guys, let me know what you think. If you're a Giants fan, what do you think of Osuna in a Giants uniform? What do you think of the DH? Are you ready for the DH to come to the National League or not? Because, personally, I'm not really completely ready. I was thinking 2022, but, it's not up to me. If it happens, it happens. We did it in 2020. It wasn't the end of the world or anything. We had bigger problems than the DH, but I'm just saying I was kind of looking forward to at least one more year without it. But if it means getting Osuna, bring on the DH, baby. Let's do it. So, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Really appreciate all your support. We're going to talk to you next time. Please hit that subscribe and that thumbs up as well. And I'll see you later.
When the Giants come to town, it's bye-bye, baby. Every time the chips the making at Oracle Park.